Paul Barry from the Power Index recently put together a list of Australia's most powerful media moguls. He joins us now from Sydney. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Why is Fairfax so attractive to Gina Rinehart?
Well, I don't think it's the money. I don't think she's got a desperate desire to make newspapers work. I think she wants influence and she wants a say in the debate. We don't know that for sure because she doesn't actually talk to the press, but people around her have said that she wants the miners to have a voice, and she's already bought into 10 and she's succeeded in having some changes there, and I think Fairfax is the same part of that same process, which is her trying to get a voice in the media in this country.
And is it so that she can have a say on issues like the mining tax? Would you say that the editorial content at Fairfax might change with this after the share raid?
Look, I think she's definitely after that, and whether that's a good idea is one thing, whether she'll get it is another. I would think that 15% of Fairfax, if that's what she ends up with, is going to give her a seat on the board, but that's not going to be able to make her dictate the policy of the paper. I think we're going to see some interesting tests of the mettle of Fairfax staff and Fairfax editorial and Fairfax management, but I don't think 15% is going to make Gina Rinehart change what the paper says about the mining tax or the carbon tax or anything else, quite frankly. It might make journalists a great deal more cautious about how they write about her, but I don't see that there's going to be a massive change and that 15% is going to achieve what she wants. So maybe the next question is, well, does she go higher?
Well, that was going to be my next question. Would she consider buying Fairfax outright?
Well, she could afford it. I mean, it's worth under $2 billion at the moment, and she's worth $20 billion or probably a great deal more. So she could buy it 10 times over and still have change. I would doubt that she would buy it, but look, who knows? I still think that even if she bought it, she might have difficulty enforcing her views upon the paper and the editor and the staff. Fairfax is a newspaper that has had a charter of independence. It has a long tradition of not letting proprietors tell the staff and editor what to do. And I think if Gina did buy it, you'd see all manner of fight between the two of them.
And what about the comparisons that are being made between her, James Packer and Kerry Stokes, the influence that they have in mining and in the media?
Well, I don't think either James Packer or Kerry Stokes own newspapers or TV stations with the express intention of having a platform for their political views or skewing the reporting of those institutions in her favour, in their favour. They don't do that. Not even Kerry Packer did that. So I think this is very different. Gina's intention appears to be to own newspapers and own bits of TV stations so that her views can be given a run, so that the views of the mining industry against the carbon tax, against the mining tax, are given more prominence. Now, I don't actually think that's a legitimate thing for rich people to be doing, and I don't think it's something that we in Australia should be very happy with. But that said, I don't actually think that in Fairfax's case it's going to work. It's a bit different from 10, where she had James Packer and Lachlan Murdoch, who basically have some similar views, and when she wanted Andrew Bolt, or they wanted Andrew Bolt, to have a show on the station, there was quite a lot of, shareholder power behind them in those three people. I don't think she's got that at Fairfax. She's going to be pretty much a lone voice in that boardroom, I suspect. And if you look back to the mid-90s, Kerry Packer actually had this sort of a stake in Fairfax, and he couldn't dictate the policy of the paper, and I'm not sure that Gina's going to be able to either.
Paul Barry from the Power Index. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you for speaking to us this morning.
Thanks.